y'all, it's me Alex. Today I have a video for y'all on my all reliable makeup products. Basically this is a video all about the makeup products that I kind of go to in my collection when I'm just like, you know, I don't want to fool with it too much. I want to make sure that whatever is going on my face will absolutely look good. No tweaking, no working with anything. I can just put it on my face and go, and I'm gonna look extra cute that day. So I have a whole bunch of products that I'm gonna grab from over there because I just filmed a tutorial and like my bed, which is my workspace for my YouTube, is a mess right now. I'm also just like in a lot of pain because I've been having a bad pain flare up kind of couple of days. So I'm gonna try and be perky for y'all, and anyway, let's just get started. Okay, so I am first going to begin with some eye products, meaning palettes. For the most part, let's be honest here. I'm gonna begin talking about the eyeshadow palettes. I have three here that I kind of have as my go-to reliable eyeshadow palettes. The first one is the biggest one you can guess. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. If you don't know what this looks like, and if you've been on the internet, I'm sure you know what this looks like. Here you go. It is very obviously beat up. I have gotten so much use out of this, and every look I've ever done using this palette has always ended up looking really good, and I've always ended up being very proud of it. I really like these sorts of warm tones with my eye color. I also really like using it because it plays like a nice contrast between like my eyes and my teal hair. I know people are kind of like whatever about warm neutrals, but I do really like them on myself personally just because I like that kind of contrast between my makeup and my hair, and I think it looks quite lovely. And I know this palette is kind of played out on YouTube as kind of like, oh, it's old. You know, people were really hyped up about it, but not as much now. But like, there's a reason people were hyped up about this, and it is because it's really good. You can get a nice little natural look using some of these. You can get something a little bit more smoky, a little bit more red, a little like Gerard Way, My Chemical Romance, using some of these shades over here. Honestly, just about everything I've done with this has always made me really happy. I also love using like these two here as like highlights whenever I want to make sure that my eyeshadow looks extra good. This is what I use. Well, one of the things that I use. The next one I want to mention is a little bit more on the fancy side, but then I have a really inexpensive one. This one is a little bit more on the fancier side, but it is the Viseart Dark Edit palette. This is one of the reasons that, like, even though this is almost like $40, I still consider this like a really good purchase, and that's because every look I've ever done with this palette has always just like looked amazing. Heck, I even posted a look earlier last week on like Thursday, I think it was, and Viseart themselves commented on it and said that they loved it. So I'm just saying that this is a good one. This is really beautiful. I really love this because not only do I think the colors, they're all just very cohesive. So for one, that to me really helps with making sure everything looks good kind of look. And for me also, these are very much the kinds of colors that I wear in my wardrobe. So I can kind of pick anything out of my closet and this will look good with it, with whatever it is that I'm wearing. And I also think these colors really complement my eye color, my skin tone, my hair. I really love smoky eyes on myself, and I think the shades in this palette are especially really lovely and just like conducive to just like looking really good. I especially really love the purples in this palette. I always get compliments when I'm wearing this too. I love Viseart's shadow quality, especially the little like row of shimmers here. I know people are like whatever about Viseart shimmers, but I personally think that they're really lovely. So I really like this palette. I've never gotten a single bad look out of it, and it's just amazing. And the last palette, I'm not sure if it still exists, but when I was thinking about makeup that kind of like consistently looks good and always works well on me, I couldn't not include this product. I know some people feel some type of way about including limited edition products just like in videos, but I also know that when other people, like when I see other people using limited edition products that like aren't sold anymore but I have in my collection, that always reminds me to bring those products out and use them. So anyway, that's a long ass way of me saying that the ColourPop Pretty Much 6-pan eyeshadow palette is also on my list of products that never fail me. I especially got a lot of use out of this last year when I was doing a lot of trips with the youth group I was working with, because this is obviously, you know, it's very small, very travel friendly, but you really could get a lot of looks out of it. It has basically everything except for like a matte brow bone shade in there, and quite frankly I think like when I'm traveling I don't necessarily need a matte brow bone shade because the transition-y type shades are good in and of themselves, so I don't necessarily need to do that. I really love how all of these colors play together. Sorry, my neck is like really itchy in this top. This top is so cute, but like my neck is so itchy. But I really love how these colors play together. I love berry tones. I love purples, as you all probably know. That's one thing that I always find to be really flattering on just about anyone, is like berries and purples. So I think this palette is really, really lovely for that. It's also just very small, and ColourPop shadow quality is like impeccable. I was always really skeptical until I like got this palette and like the Good Sport palette. I'm like, okay, I understand why everyone loves ColourPop shadows so much, because they're just really, really user-friendly, and just about like, I think I've tried about any color combination you could get out of this palette and it just like always looks good. I'm a big fan of that. Now for some non-eyeshadow products. This is one that if you've watched any of my tutorials for any length of time, you'll know that I've been using this about 4 years now pretty consistently, and it's the NYX HD eyeshadow primer. I did a wear test dupe many, many years ago before I got a quality camera and everything, where I compared this to the Urban Decay Primer Potion, because I always loved Urban Decay's Primer Potion. I have really, really oily lids, and that one always very much did me well for being able to create good and smooth eye looks that don't crease throughout the day. This one is basically the exact same thing, except it's like $7 as opposed to like almost $20. So for my like broke-ass grad student budget, I think that this is a very, very, very good choice. I am just like in love with the way that this makes my eyeshadow look. I've used this very consistently and I have never had a problem with this. I don't understand like why people don't talk about this more. I would also say that it is probably like the exact same formulation as the Urban Decay, because they like NYX and Urban Decay are both owned by L'Oreal, so that really helps that a whole lot. I mean, I use this to prime my eyes today and I think my shadows just like went on so smoothly. Like I said, I have oily lids, and while if I'm wearing eyeshadow for like 12 hours, yes, it will crease, but on just about any sort of like normal day, a not long day where I can like get up at a reasonable hour and like go home at a reasonable hour, my eyeshadow is always looking fantastic at the end of the day when I use this. The next product I want to mention is a glitter gel, and it is the Slayfire Cosmetics by Crypt Fairy Aether Glitter Gel. This is still up. This came out last April-ish around Easter, and I love Crypt Fairy. I bought the entire collection because I'm a huge like Crypt Fairy fan, and I've always wanted to try Slayfire because they make biodegradable glitter gels, and I like glitter and I like for it to not kill the environment, so that's why I got this. It is quite lovely. As you can see, it kind of looks like this very, very bright blue from a distance, but I love this because I have trouble using loose glitter. It just like, there's a learning curve that I have not quite figured out my way to getting there. I don't make sense with words right now. I am sorry. But this is what this looks like swatch, basically. I know that it looks very, very bright in the pot, and if you layer it over like a blue eyeshadow, it just looks extra amazing. When you just kind of use it by itself, it is very translucent and just like iridescent, and I still think that that is quite lovely. Can you please focus on my hand? Camera. Boo! Okay. This always just like really adds something to any look. I use this with like any sort of bright eyeshadow look that I really just want to look a little bit extra, have a little bit more of a pop. Slayfire's glitters in general are really good for that, but I'm saying this one as kind of a go-to because I think that this one, out of all the ones I own, is definitely the most versatile because it's a lot more transparent and iridescent, and I really quite like it. One that has worked its way up to Holy Grail status in my makeup is the ColourPop BFF mascara. That's what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I absolutely love this. This has replaced my Milk Makeup Kush mascara. It has replaced my Urban Decay Perversion mascara because I love both of those mascaras so very much, but they are quite expensive. And I always used to get the minis of those because like I don't want to pay full price for a mascara that I'm going to throw away in 3 months. And this one is even cheaper than both of the minis. I have always had trouble finding drugstore mascaras that I really like. This is the first one I've tried in forever basically that I have felt has gone to holy grail status. This is what the brush looks like. The brush is specifically what makes me really love this because I think most mascara formulations are about the same, but the brush is what really does it for me. Now, it kind of looks like the Better Than Sex mascara wand. It is very, very large. And I know some people really do not like large mascara wands. I am personally a huge fan because I have very naturally long and thick lashes. I know, I have so many problems in my life, right? That means for me that these smaller mascara wands don't really do anything for me. Even like the Essence Lash Princess, I really, really did not like. But that's also because it like managed to be really smudgy but also never came off my freaking lashes. And I don't understand how that happened. But one of the things that I always struggled with drugstore mascaras is like the brushes would always be so small that it wouldn't really do anything for my lashes except make them darker. And with something like this that is very, very volumizing both in formula and in the brush, it does wonders because I do about 2 coats on both of my top lashes and then 1 coat on my lower lashes. Obviously this is what I'm wearing. I think this is fabulous. I don't wear falsies and I think that this gives a really nice false lash effect. I'm gonna marry this mascara. Sorry case, marrying this mascara now. Okay, so now I have a couple of blushes, as in they're the same blush formula, but in 2 different colors. But these are the Milani Baked blushes, and I also have one more shade, but these are the 2 that I really go to all the time. The other one is a Delicioso Pink, and it is very pink and very vibrant, and it's very pretty in the pan, but I don't like it as much on my face. But the 2 shades that I have are Rose d'Oro, which is this very like warm gold type blush shade, and then I have Berry Amore, which is a little bit more of a pinky neutral version of it. And I am just obsessed with these blushes. I want these in every single shade. I love a good glowy cheek, and these are just absolutely perfect for that purpose. The reason I have both of these is because I use the Rose d'Oro for more warm tone looks and then the Berry Amore for more neutral to cool looks. These are very, very nice and glowy, and they add a nice flush of color to my cheeks, but they are never like too overly pigmented. I always want to like be one of those people who does like the cool e-girl blush things, but in practice I'm always terrified of doing that. So I just tend to like put a lot of both of these on my face, and that gives me like the same feeling of, oh, I'm wearing a lot of blush on my face and it looks all nice and colorful and glowy. But in reality, it's just like probably what a normal amount of blush would be to other people. So I really like these. I also love that they're drugstore. That's just everything about them is my go-to. They always look good. They're so easy to work with. And yeah, I just never have to worry when I'm putting these on. I also have one face product that I don't have with me because I've already gone through another bottle of it. It is the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. Now, I need to go buy more of it. I've just been hesitating to buy it because it is a little bit expensive for a drugstore brand. It's like $13, but I do really like it because while I'm not one who wears foundation or concealer or anything like that, when I do want to add a little bit of extra like tinted moisturizer to my face, that one is an absolute go-to because it doesn't like sit on top of my face the way that foundation or concealer does. It really blends very nicely into my skin. I just use a little sponge with it. I could even use my fingers if I really wanted to. And I think it just looks so nice on my skin. It just like evens out my skin, and it's also really nice because my skin is very dry. How many times can I say skin? So it hydrates my skin. It basically just provides a really good base for the rest of my makeup without detracting from the rest of my makeup, because I like the face portion of my face to look very natural especially when I'm doing like a more dramatic eye or lip look, like kind of how I always do. And so I think that that is absolutely gorgeous, and I haven't found any other base product that has done for me what that has done for me. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to my lip products. The first thing that I'm going to go with is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and that is Matte Beauty by Milani. Wow, shocker that that's on my list of things that I really love. This is what that looks like in the tube. This is what it looks like on my lips. Whenever I don't know what I want to wear on my lips, this is what I consistently go to, because I think it is so just like beautiful, universally flattering. It does that nice matte lip look, obviously because it's called Matte Beauty, but it does it in a way that doesn't make my lips like really uncomfortable like some liquid lipsticks do. Like I can wear this in the winter in lieu of a liquid lipstick and be like fine. With just about every eyeshadow look I do, this one kind of just always looks really good with it. I don't know what to say in this that I haven't said in a million other videos about this product, but I love it! It's so good! I know I am definitely gonna finish it off this year because like look how much I have left. This is all I have left. So my goal is to finish it up this year, that way I can buy another one. Just so I can say that I finished a lipstick too. The next one is the Menagerie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Luna. I am so pumped about this because I had the liquid lipstick in Luna from when they were Makeup Monsters, and it was my favorite because one, I got it because Luna's the name of my cat. And two, also because it's a really, really cute liquid lipstick shade. It is this nice, I would call it like a nudie purple. Not to say that this is any sort of natural lip color whatsoever, but this is a purple that leans on the side of neutral in that it's neutral in the sense that it goes with so many different eye looks. And I was so sad when they were like switching brands over to Menagerie because they didn't immediately bring back Luna. And I was almost out of it and it was like getting dried up. I just kind of resigned myself to like, I'm gonna use this up and I'm never gonna be able to find it again. And lo and behold, it is here now. And like the formula is just the same. It is so, so lovely. And I love this because it does like add a little bit of drama to any sort of look, but it still is neutral in the sense that it goes with so many different eye looks that I do. Like I love it with a nice like earthy green eyeshadow. It also goes with purple, obviously. Honestly, I could just kind of wear it as its own liquid lipstick and that would look super cool too. Just about everything about this makes me very happy, and it's just so, so comfortable to wear too. Yeah, like it doesn't ball up when you have to reapply, because you do have to reapply, but that's because you have to reapply most products when you eat greasy food as much as I do. So I'm gonna say that, but I will say this is so perfect and it has never steered me wrong. And then the last old reliable product is the Fluid Lip Gloss in Spectrum. Okay, I ran out of shot, but like, here we go, I'm back. And I have to talk quickly because I still don't have that much more shot left. But this is the Fluid Lip Gloss in Spectrum. It is this nice little purple glittery clear gloss. It just like, I'm gonna swatch it here and hopefully that might show up a little bit better on camera. Oh, I also have a little bit of Luna attached to it because I used it over Luna last time. But it's just this gorgeous purple shimmer, which you can kind of see right there. And I love it because it goes over your natural lip color and it like enhances that. But I love using it with purple eyeshadow or anything in like the pink, purple, blue family to just like really enhance the look and add a little bit of something extra, but it's not so extra that you don't want to put it on, you know what I mean? In that it just like finishes off the look very nicely, and like it does that without being like super, super neutral while adding a bit of visual interest. That's what I'm trying to say. I think y'all got that? Words are hard, my friends. But anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. Please also let me know what some of your old reliable makeup products are, and I will see you on my next one. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!